We are broadcasting live from the nation's capital, Gaborone. I'm Ulibile Samoka. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Kgosigadi III appealed to BOTSWANA to unite during this difficult time after the tragedy of the road accident that claimed lives of St. Agnes ZCC members. Namibian President Dr. Nangolo Mbumba sent a message of condolence following the tragedy of the road accident. The use of identity cards to cross between Botswana and Namibia, the Mamuno border post, gaining momentum. Amantle Babili is interpreting in sign language. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Now, in our first story, a dark cloud befell this country at the beginning of this year's Easter holidays as a horrific bus accident in South Africa claimed the lives of 45 members of the St. Agnes Zion Christian Church from Molepolole on their way to Moraya. An 8-year-old girl is the sole survivor of the accident. Minister for State President Mr. Kabo Moraeng read as follows. Following extensive consultation between the government of Botswana, the Molepolole village leadership and the St. Agnes Zion Christian Church, there will be a nationwide memorial service in honor of the victims of the fatal road traffic accident that claimed the lives of 45 Botswana who were on a Easter pilgrimage to South Africa a few days ago. At district level, including Molepolole, the memorial service will be held at the Khotla and will be coordinated by the offices of the district commissioners. In all districts, the memorial service will be held on Thursday, 4th April 2024. The decision to hold a nationwide memorial service was taken in recognition of the fact that the tragedy of losing 45 lives all at once in a single accident would have affected not only the families and relatives of the victim, but the entire nation. It is a national tragedy. In Gaborone, the memorial service will be held at the University of Botswana Indoor Sport Arena. Kgosigadi III has appealed to BOTSWANA to unite during this difficult time after the tragedy of the road accident that has claimed lives of St. Agnes ZCC members. Kgosigadi has urged the affected families to be patient while police are still conducting their investigations that will lead to the identification of the deceased before they could proceed with funeral arrangements. He also appealed to BOTSWANA to desist from spreading unconfirmed reports about the accident as it disturbs the bereaved families to mourn their loved ones. Lucky today.
A
prayer comforting the bereaved families in a well-attended Khotla meeting summoned by Kgosigadi to give an update on the road accident that has claimed 45 lives of the members of the ZCC St. Agnes in Limpopo, South Africa, who were traveling to Moria for Easter religious gathering.
Nako ya gompieno batsadi e thoka gore rona jaanong re tshegetsane re manonokeng re gomotsane dipe tse re di dirang re di rulaganya gore re tle re di itirele ra tshwanwa ke go itsheka-tsheka gore
A secretary from the ZCC Church also gave an update about the accident. It was also revealed that the horrific accident has hit hard on some families and therefore psychosocial support will be needed.
Re tshwaragane le ba sepodisi sa Afrika Borwa go leka gore ba thuse ka tse re ka ba thusang ka tsone gore ba kgone go tlhotlhomisa ba kgone go go berekela mo nakong.
The two members of parliament from Molepole, Mr. Kabo Moroeng and Mr. Wabile Rogweng, says the tragedy has affected most of the families in the village.
Re tshwanetse go leboga Modimo ka gore e re tswa re sa leboge re sa itumelle se se iragetseng. Batho ba ba re togetseng ka ene kotsi e ba ne ba le mo tseleng e tlhamaletseng ya go rapela Modimo. Se re tshwanetse gore re se leboge. Tsela e ne ba le mo go yone ke rotlhe ne re ka etsa ka ne maikelo e le gore re go gopola ene Jesu re marapelang yo re swetseng.
Mme bile ke le tlhomamisetse ke le ruruhaletse ke le netehaletse gore puso jaaka le ntse le utlwa bodiredi ba puso bo buaga bo tlhalosa puso ya lehatshe la Botswana e tla ema nokeng ba kereke ya ZCC e ema nokeng malapa megang ka tsela tsotlhe tse puso e ka di kgonang.
Mr. Moroeng, who's also the Minister for State President, says a national memorial will be held this week on Thursday in all districts across the country, including Molepole, to pay tribute to the lives of the Limpopo bus crash. Lakito Teng, PTV News, Molepole.
Meanwhile, Namibian President Dr. Nangulu Mbumba has also sent a message of condolences on behalf of the people of Namibia to President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi and the people of Botswana following this tragic accident. President Mbumba says they are deeply saddened by the devastating accident and their thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of the victims. He also mentioned that news of the 80-year-old girl, who is the sole survivor, brings a glimmer of hope amidst the tragedy, and they will continually pray for her recovery. The Assistant Minister of Local Government and Rural Development and also the area member of Parliament for Muchudi East, Mr. Mabuse Pule, encouraged residents of Ramatlabaki village in Khatleng to turn their village into a tourist attraction site so they can contribute to boosting the country's economy and also enhance their lives. He stated this at the Sanoken Camp Festival organized by the Voice newspaper in Ramatlabaki recently. This is a class with the details.
The inaugural Sanoken Camp Festival in Ramatlabaki aims to promote aquaculture and aquatourism. The festival is also being looked upon to help in enhancing livelihood of the residents who reside along river villages, as once tourism is opened up, ripple effects will be felt. Not only it will showcase the pride and beauty of this remote little village, but will also open up income generation avenues.
Opportunities for economic growth, job creation. We
want to build a sustainable community in Ramatlabaki, and we also want to promote aquaculture and aquatourism in the area ya Khatleng, and that is why really choose any special project go tlhabolla Ramatlabaki.
Wa pipila ya no nkere bana ba rona ba supile ngwao montle thata wa gore go nna le ditso mo kgaolong ya Khatleng.
The residents are further implored to take advantage of government programs which can improve business in line with aquaculture and aquatourism.
Ke sebaka sa gore lona ba kgaolo le dirise to develop yourselves. Government on ntse madi a kana ka $500 billion, 500 million pula for chama. Mikana madi a ga di rela batho ba ba tshamekang. A di rela batho ba ba tloheletseng kgwebo e le informal sector, mainly the small business people.
Some of Ramatlabaki residents showed delight to hosting such events as Sanoken Camp Festival, citing that it's beneficial to them as it attracts market for them as they'll be making profits.
To us, it's a great thing because we are looking at marketing. So we feel like exposure more. Now we have more kinds of marketing because we can publicize series dirang. Motlof, we will be free of charge. There's a basar do this. So we are ready to in future. In the social or side, we are.
We go to Bakata or Ale Malati, Malatiao, or Antigor Panda, or the Pisa, re kgonne go bona madi ana a botokanyana a go tshwana le malatsi otlhe go sena di-event jaaka tsone di tshwana le tsone so event e data e re thusitse gore re kgone go dira madi.
The intent is to have Sanokeng Camp Festival in the village's annual calendar of events. Lizzie Glass, BTV News, Ramotlabaki.
The General Foundation Apostolic Church of Jerusalem in Hosekweng has been applauded for its commitment in supporting the government's goal of nurturing a youthful generation capable of contributing to the country's economic progress. The Assistant Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Sethabelo Mudukanele, emphasized this during their Easter celebrations, further saying churches should be utilized to attract the youth to deepen their faith in the Lord. Mamusi Siska with more.
The church the world over is not just a place of worship. It is also a vital institution for shaping the future of the country's economy by instilling positive values and mindsets necessary in molding productive members of society. The General Foundation Apostolic Church, with 45 years in existence, has proven to be one of those government can look to support policies.
Dilo tse di molemo di tla re sala morago. Mme ke re ga ke molebohile ke bo ke lebogo le lone letsatsi la mathatso le re le mmogo lone
re batla go aga kereke ya rona mme in two aspects re batla go aga pele kereke re aga batho ba ileng ba maloko a yone ba tseni re ba aga ka mo sekgwa ba reng ke mental health boitekanelo ja tlhaloganyo gore ga re ba agile jalo re na le maloko a itekanetseng mo botsogong le mo tlhaloganyong go akanya re a go kgona go golaganya ditiro tsa rona.
These values instilled by the church are essential for building a strong economy based on trust and accountability.
Homo go tona mo botshelong ke go nna le maikaelelo aka lona tsepa mehela ya ke ratile thata ya gore re batla go aga motho ga la agile motho yele kereke ga ke apala e ka pala masego no kana ga o agile motho yo bo iha modimo a ba nna le maikaelelo ke sone se o se thokang hela sone se ka gore wa itse gore maikaelelo a rona go kereke one ke ya maikaelelo a me ko lapeng ke go godisa bana ba bana le boikarabelo maikaelelo a me ke go boiha modimo a ke ka ditiro.
Construction of a church structure of the General Foundation Apostolic Church is currently underway, and the church state they would welcome any support that can make it possible to see this process through. Mamusi Siska, BTV News, Hosekweng.
Christian believers have been applauded for holding on to their faith and honoring the days that the Lord Jesus Christ was crucified in his resurrection. This was said by the leader of the Victor's Place International Church in Kanye, Apostle Philip Letang, as many believers from different places celebrated the annual Easter conference in Kanye. Kisogofetse Makwinja and Onele Ntokoro.
Apostle Letang says they delight in their belief despite many challenges they face in this era as churches. He says that it's nothing new to everyone who knows and understands that Jesus Christ has gone through the worst, but he still went on to sacrifice his life for the same humanity that crucified him. Therefore, as believers, they believe they are basking in the glory of his mercies and love. Letang reminded believers that the battle is spiritual. Therefore, they should not fight one another or fight other churches as it has been going on nowadays, but should instead be fighting against the devil, who is the enemy of the church.
Re simolotse gona le dikgwetlho mme ra se ka ra ipona tsapa jalo ke gone mo re tang re Ebenezer gore o re tsere go a re tsereng teng go fitha re taga in 10 years anniversary jaanong ke rotloetsa baruti gore la o ka nna le dikgwetlho mo ministering go se ka wa inela le ba ko go ene ke ene modimo o tshotseng karabo tsa gago.
Preaching in many churches around this time was centered around the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ as the foundation of the Christian faith.
We are here to announce Jesus. Victor's Place is announcing Jesus Christ alive.
As long as you are alive, as long as you are still breathing, God has not given up on you. Amabeki says here, by the power of saving, when Jesus Christ was saving unto God, by the leadership of God, the Bible says, God lifted him.
Ke ka kgothatsa mongwe le mongwe e leng gore tota o santse a iketlile mo lehatsheng le lehatshe le ga la iketla mme botlhe ba ba santseng ba iketlile nka ba kgothatsela gore a batle ko kerekeng e seng ko kerekeng ya Jonathan hela mme mo kerekeng nngwe le nngwe hela e leng gore motho o ka iponela poloko mo go yone mo modimong ka gore modimo tota o batla mongwe le mongwe gongwe le gongwe go go bamelwang teng mongwe le mongwe a ikgogele teng a go rapela gore a tla bolokwa ka tsatsi la bohela.
Christian believers have been asked to unite and arise and pray against many fatalities that claim lives of many, especially those traveling to and from different places of worship. Kesero Feze Makwinja, BTV News, Kanye.
You're watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now, moving on, the embryo transfer technology, a sophisticated livestock reproductive technique, is making a positive mark as a game changer in the country. The technology is ushering in a revolution in the local cattle breeding and advancing the country's quest to improve the quality and increase the national herd. An established farmer, a limousine stud breeder of Leadwood limousines based in the Tuli block, Mr. Jen Sterling, has shared positive sentiments as one of the pioneers of this cutting-edge practice. BTV reporter Karabo Mulusi with more.
What started as a temporary strategy to close the gap of not being able to import cattle breeding genetics into the country due to the outbreak of foot and mouth in South Africa a few years ago has now developed into a sustainable farming practice, promising to revolutionize cattle breeding across the country, the embryo transfer technology.
Technology is a wonderful thing, and in farming we need to use as much as possible as we can. And I mean, the technology is growing so quick that whatever's available, if you don't use it now, tomorrow it's old stuff. And with the embryo transplanting, now we can still increase our herd with the best available genetics, and we don't have to go and buy something from outside. And that's something I'm assuming that the government is currently doing also by bringing in some animals from outside, but they want to do the same thing. So we want to see if we can grow the herds with the best possible genetics in the country.
You see a cow and you've had a cow and she's really produced beautiful calves for you who have done very well, and she's now 8-9 years old and she's only got 1 or 2 calves possibly left that she can give you. You can then optimize her genetics at the end of the day with a bull of your choice, where you go and you go flush her, and you can get anything from 2 or 3 embryos from her, but you can get 30 embryos from her as well. And so instead of her in a lifetime only giving you 8 calves, she in effect can put 30 or 40 of her genetic makeup.
Although the practice of embryo transfer technology is still emerging in the country, capital intensive and requiring specific expertise, Mr. Sterling's case study is indicative of folds of benefits packed in adopting this technologically enhanced sustainable farming practice paired with the internet for marketing and sales.
We use online auction quite a bit on our auction as well. So we get customers from South Africa, from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, from Namibia. And some of them buy online, some of them actually come to visit to buy, and then we just export it to them.
Counting 54 calves born in a space of 3 years through the embryo transfer program in this farm. It is an affirmation that the program is not just a scientific advancement, but a practical solution accelerating cattle farming in the country. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Tuli Block.
Principal Immigration Officer at Mamuno border post between Botswana and Namibia, Ms. Angela Segwele, says since the beginning of the Easter holidays, 3,000 people have crossed through the border gate, with over 700 of them using identity cards.
Mamuno Border Gate is one of the borders opening 24 hours in Botswana. The arrangement works best for travelers and workers at the border since there is no overcrowding, adding that travelers have the liberty to cross at any time.
The holidays are re bone bontsi jwa batho ba heta mme bontsi jwa bone le ba dikereke bontsi e le jo bo yang ka kwa Namibia yo bongwe le jo bo tsenang ka kwa mme dipalo tsa bone for the past 2 days was 3,000 people. Re santse re ta bona gongwe trade ya rona e tswella e tokagala because le mo nakong ya gompieno re itemogela di-company tse dišwa tse di simolotseng go dirisa tsela ya rona go simolodisiweng ga 24 hours le go dirisa umang. Di-company di simolotse go dirisa bodara rona ka bontsi, so we would say trade has improved a whole lot.
Ms. Sigweli further said most of the people using this border are complying with the border regulations, with only few still not bringing required documents needed when traveling with minor children.
Re tshwanetse gore re iteke re ithute gore ha o tswela ko lehatsheng le o yang ko go lone o tswela ko lehatsheng le melawana ya lone e reng o tsena mo lehatsheng le le gora le re le tlhoka eng ha o tsamaya le ngwana go tlhokega eng gore o minimize dikgang tsa gore o bo busiwa kana mosepelo wa go senyega kana go nna le ditego mo tseleng. Mme gape ke re Batswana bodara tsa rona ka bontsi ha go nna di-holiday yana nako tsa teng tse dingwe di kgona go okediwa yaka ya rona e bereka 24 hours go na le segodi tse leng gore le tsone di kgona go pulela gore nako ya teng e be di bereka 24 hours. Go botlhokwa gore gongwe re be re lebelela kana re bosolotsa bone gore mme bodara e dinako tsa yone ka holiday yana di tsamayang so that ga re crowd re be re nna congested at the same time mme gongwe nako e ne ka re leta gore re tsamaye re iketile re kgona go bona gore manage nako tsa rona jang.
Ms. Sigweli further highlighted that since the introduction of the Umang card as a travel document between Namibia and Botswana, number of people using undesignated areas have declined. Lesomo Kwaisi, BTV News, Mamuno Border.
The use of statistical data across government departments to preserve people's information remains a crucial part of economic development. This was revealed by the statistician General Dr. Biotin Munguni during the National Dialogue on Ways Data Impacts Lives. The dialogue was hosted in collaboration with the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development. Kumiso Mapanyani reports.
This partnership has been noted as vital in the transformation of the previous data system, as well as shifting mindsets, improvement of service of data analytical, as well as in aligning with the global sustainable development goals.
Data partnerships play an important role towards the achievement of sustainable development, which encompasses a wide range of interconnected and multifaceted issues, including poverty alleviation, healthcare access, environmental conservation, gender equality, and economic growth. No single entity, organization, or institution possesses the comprehensive data necessary to tackle these complex issues alone, which makes data partnerships particularly relevant in our current context. Today's high-level meeting with key stakeholders from various sectors and key actors of Botswana's data and statistics community seeks to foster a collaborative dialogue on how the high-impact initiative of the power of data can be harnessed to further unlock and better coordinate efforts and investments to strengthen Botswana's national data system.
The Assistant Commissioner General at the National Planning Commission, Ms. Mudiere Ngakane, revealed the importance of data analytical use as it's a key concept in preserving people's information.
These partnerships must be guided by a common interest, improving our efficiency and effectiveness, and our efforts must also be anchored on existing structures and processes to avoid duplications, which can be costly. There are a number of initiatives that we have come up with as an economy on guiding data management, which include the data management frameworks that Botswana has developed, the Botswana Strategy for Development of Statistics, the BSDS, and the National Monitoring and Evaluation System, the NEMIS, having developed the data management guidelines amongst the others. These data management guidelines are coming from our project on the development of a national monitoring and evaluation system.
Preserving people's data tackle issues of confusion when one is to retrieve them. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Aburu.
Ranaka residents have expressed their enthusiasm for a special vintage dress code event that took them down memory lane. They expressed that was what exceptional about such manner of dress is how dignified it is. The event was held in Ranaka recently. Emmanuel Rapua.
This dress code was the in thing in the yesteryears when many preferred to cover their entire bodies as a statement of dignity and respect for all. Although modernization has had its influence in today's dress code, this vintage flair has begun to draw a lot of attention lately.
Vintage picnic ke le gore ya go nna ngwaga le ngwaga ka di holiday e irang gore bana ba motse wa Ranaka and surrounding areas ba nne le ko ba ka nnang teng ba ikhutsa banna ba interact gore ka bokutswana re bua re go linka go bona gore oh cousin I mesala seo tla re kopane re go chila
ne go le monatela ne re ga kologela dionyana tsa bogologolo ka ne go tshelwa ka teng ka re tle re lebile dinepe tsa bagolo gore ne ba apara yang tota ne re setse gone morago ka gore na re santse re le banana re ga kologole sepe se sentsi thata
maloba jalo nne mmele o tlotliwa gompe ko a tlotliwa mme se mo go kalo ra apara di-crop top yalo di short pants gompe ko bogateng bogologolo 74 ne apara itlotlang ka e ba jalo.
As elders have a splendid time united by their love for fun and dressing stylishly with vintage clothing, kids were also catered for with what excites them most, so they too have a fantastic time.
mo di eventeng tsone tsa go tshwana le tse gore re ska ra ba le bana le bone gore le bone ba je monate e re ha motho a akanya a family fun day it gore ya akanyeditse le bana gore okay bana gone me ba go direng. Like for example in this event there's swimming, there's so many activities tsa bana and it's very 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 important gore re ha le wena o tswa di out at least o bo akanyeditse bana, otherwise ba go nna ho khantele ba la be nna nkete ba go tshwenya.
The vintage picnic had a wide array of local artists to spice up the event, amongst them being Tsankana, Scavenger to name a few. Emmanuel Rapua, BTV News, Ranaka.
Well, let's pre-pause here on that news. Jose Ronkwe on standby to take you through the world of sport. It's your turn, Jose.
Oh, yes. Good evening, Samuka, and thank you so much, Samuka. And greetings to you all. As he has already mentioned, I'm Jose Ronkwe, bringing to you Botswana Tonight sports news. And with that, let's get straight into it. Madingwani Young Bucks Football Club are the champions of the Dikoloti Classic annual Easter Best of the Best tournament following their win against the Tswaneng Celtics Football Club through a penalty shootout by 4 goals to 3 after they played to a goalless draw in 90 minutes. Madingwani Young Bucks Football Club, who are the champions of this tournament, which is powered and sponsored by our area Member of Parliament, also Minister of Health, Dr. Edwin Dikoloti, won themselves a 10,000 Pula floating trophy and gold medals. Gilbert Mohorisi and Ryan Khwanyan has more.
Dikoloti Classic annual Easter Best of the Best tournament was built up of 16 teams from Gudop District, which were divided into 4 groups of 4 teams, which played each other through to the semi-finals, where 4 teams remained. Madingwani Young Bucks and Tswaneng Celtics beat Ghana Supporters and Lorana Young Stars 1-0 respectively to book their spot in the finals. Both teams went into this game with zeal and hunger for a win to be crowned the champions of the 2024 Dikoloti Classic annual Easter Best of the Best tournament. Both teams made several attempts at goal in the first half but could not find the back of the net, going into recess with a stalemate. Not much changed in the second half as both teams failed to shake the back of the net, resulting in the game going for a penalty shootout where Young Bucks won 4-3.
In terms of the tournament, yes, as Madhuan Young Bucks first time here, we saw growth on us. Firstly, we are here. That shows growth. And the tournament, it has been here for quite some time and it's growing. And even if you can get the teams far from Pizza and Molope and Moleti, that shows growth because it's not concentrated only on one sided part of the village. So to me, having so many teams coming from far around the areas, that shows the growth.
It's not our first time to be involved in this tournament. It's only that we failed to reach this stage before, and then due to hard work, we managed to come to the finals. And this is a very good tournament. It's unveiled the talent that we have on our rural areas. Then some of our players have been selected by some of the guys here to go and have trials with them. So that's a good thing that we can have in our village at training.
Banni ba go ponga mpeko le bone ba amogetse gore be finally to tshamekela mo go bone ba itumeletse gore ba go ba botlana le bone ba bone ba gone go tshema tshema mme go lo mo ke sengwe se e leng gore re se robetsa thata ile ra se itumelela dumela gore ha re ka tswela ntse re tshwara yana re nna le this inclusivity ra go gona gore re hetole matshelo a Batswana. Ke dumela go tletse gore ba ba neng ba tsila ba tlo go ithekisetsa ba ntse dipoelo tse di tshwanetseng mme bile ba tla gona gore bana ha ba boela sekolong ka moso ba gone gore ba sa go tope sepe ba rekela bana se se tshwanetseng go lo mo ke gone mo re go rotloetsang ha o le mo etele dipelo o tshwantse gore o tshele ka gore batho ba eletsang bo ira sole se eleng gore gona go thusa batho gore ba gona go na le katlego e tshwanetseng.
Madikwane Young Bucks went home 10,000 pula richer, a trophy and gold medals, while on the other hand, Tshwaneng Celtics collected silver medals and 5,000 pula. Ryan Khengwenyane, BTV Sport.
Still with the annual Dikoloti Classics, KK Mandla Kennel's stable dog Nike won this year's 380 meters stock race in 20 seconds, followed by its mate in the stable Rambo Jet, who came in second place. The organizers appealed to the business sector to come on board and lend a helping hand as the sport continues to grow in Botswana. The third annual race was organized in conjunction with the Botswana Greyhound Dog Association.
Number one, which was always the favorite, bidwa just do it. Ke ntse e leng gore ha o ka tracer rayo na tswa ko mohatseng a tsididi totally mayo tsabe di seta ka ha di neighboreng tsa rona ka South Africa be di goroga kwano yone ntšanyana e tla ile ntšanyana ya nong ene sala nne morago le engwe e bridilwe mono ke pit gaps ko Falcons Greyhounds ibidwa Rambo Jet, so ke yone ne le number 2 ya ga just do it.
Though ke re ke le ko Africa borwa, but looking at the mother and the father originate both from Ireland, it's a high quality, it's a good breeding actually. That's why le nna ke bone gore ke tlamega gore ke go reka serubi sa lone le tsa lone leo me ga go ntshwabisa go mpontsha gore you have to spend for you to get satisfied of what you want. Le boge ba ba sa se ba re lemoga ya ka bo re dikoloti jana mabelo a dintja ka gola mme ka godiswa ke setšhaba kana ke re Batswana ka kakaretso ka we need them to sponsor these races to expose us to other people ba ile gore ba ise ba lemo gore ntja e botlhoka go le kae. Ntja is a man friend, natural is a man friend.
Kholo ke bona ke kholo tona mo go maswe participation at tona mo go maswe mme gape ke dingwe tse do tse leng gore re prendile ka tsona re le kgaolo go lo go bana jeta bogile teng wa itse gore one of the other associated with us, so it's one of the sports that we will want to push even further. And re tumela gore go moela mo go heta le gone go bona dintse di tabogile ke tsela nngwe e leng gore re tuntsha mogwebo mmotlana gore a tumela tlo go itirela letsenonyana rena tumelo jetseng ya gore le gone ko dog breeding re ntswa ka tsena ka ko thole tlotlo ka tsena ko tšhematšhemo ka nna tšhematšhema lone ka go breeda tsone dintšha tse gore o kgone go nna ntse go di rekisa ke dumela gore there's so much potential, and as a country ke sengwe sa dilo tse ke rotloetsang gore ete re ka bona nako go na le lebala le dintšha le le tlhabologileng go hete le e leng gore even people can come from outside the country to come and race here. So it's a very big sport, very popular sport in other countries, and in Botswana we have popularized it ka kwano mo kgaolong ya rona.
Dorothy Okach says her nomination to officiate at this year's Paris Olympics is the biggest achievement in her basketball career. Okach said this will provide her with an opportunity to allow fair play on the basketball court, as well as to continue to open the doors for many more referees from Botswana. Michelle Sokopo has more.
Okachi's nomination is yet another milestone in a soaring career marked by many firsts within the local basketball landscape. Her nomination also sets her on course to become the first female basketball referee from the southern region to officiate at the Olympics. She is the only African referee in the list of referees nominated to officiate at the 3x3 basketball at this year's Summer Olympics.
Every athlete, every coach, every official, everyone who's in sport has a goal of being at the Olympics. Look, even if you go to the Olympics and you're a water boy or a water girl, it doesn't matter, you're at Olympics, yes? To be a referee who is appointed there, for me it even means much more, because look, there are going to be however many countries there are and only 11 referees for 3x3, and from those 11 referees I'm part of them, so it's a smaller pool of people who have been selected for this huge competition, and I'm in it. It also says to me that as someone coming from Botswana, we have that potential and ability to actually reach world level, you know, and it's just for us to believe in ourselves to be able to get there. Yeah.
Botswana's first basketball referee to get FIBA accreditation has already begun preparations for the Olympics. The former Liduman Senior Secondary and Police Ladies basketball team believes that experience she gathered at a recent assignment in Ghana at the African Games will help her in Paris 2024 Olympics.
We've just recently started the physical preparation with FIBA. They've got an external consultant who's working with us to ensure that we do all the requirements to be physically ready for Olympics. We're also doing webinars so that we can be talking rules, watch clips, look at situations, how to handle these situations, and then competitions. As I'm heading out, I'm going to Spain and then Switzerland to do 3x3 competitions, and you know, from now until Olympics I've got in total 11 more competitions that I'll be doing outside Africa, just so that with the other referees who are going to Olympics, so we can already build that team cohesion and all be at the same standard of officiating. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to take a lot of time out of the country away from my daughter, but it's something that I'm looking forward to. Okay.
Last year, Okachi had a busy year as she officiated in 2 3x3 basketball World Cups, one for the under-23s in Poland and also University World Cup in Qatar. A year prior, she had received an invite to officiate the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, still under 3x3. Okachi hopes girls and women in sport can learn something and know that being in sport is not a smooth sail. She urged both the teams and officials to believe in themselves despite the failures of the past, adding that the positive belief will help them excel and grow in sports. Michelle Sekopo, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Borolong-based horse famously known as Sun City won the 2.4 meters grand race of the DC Tours Derby horse race hosted in Shasha Horse Race Track in Maung over the Easter holidays. Sun City walked away with 30,000 pula, while its jockey Ernest Mulibazi got away with 4,400 pula. Martha Kaisara has more.
Thoroughbred 2,400 meters grand race second position went to Barmaid, winning 20,000 pula, while its jockey Isaac Jacobis got 3,500 pula. Edge of the Winter finished on third position and walked away with 18,000 pula, while its jockey Stoffel Ferris received 3,000 pula. Sun City also emerged victorious in the Thoroughbred 1,600 meters, winning 15,000 pula, while its jockey Molebati got 3,000 pula. Barmaid scooped position 2 and won 13,000 pula, while its jockey Jacobis won 2,500 pula. Edge of the Winter finished third, winning 11,000 pula, while the owner Ferris got 2,000 pula. Silver Sun from Maung scooped position 1 in Tswana Breed 1000 meters, walking away with 8,000 pula, while its jockey Ferris won 1,200 pula. Verlig came second in Tswana Breed 1000 meters, winning 7,000 pula, while jockey Iketeng Montu got 1,100 pula. Charles Hill-based horse Zorro came third in Tswana Breed 1000 meters and walked away with 6,000 pula, while its jockey Jacobis received 1,000 pula.
Mo final ke number 1 so ke itumetsela that le paragana e kana ka next time solehele because kana gompe re na le another race e ko samidu but hela what I want to thank Batswana ba re sologile ba lori I
think it's a my lesson because we expected because there was another race here near Copenhagen, so I shared the I shared the crowd, but it's our Baba Lindy, Baba Nebala Inti, it's a my lesson. It's not that much pledge, and I'm sure next year. Because now there is another race that we compete in the calendar.
But the situation right now is just because of but divided, divided. But
the DC Toss Derby horse race attracted 59 horses from villages of Maung, Borolong and Charles Hill, competing in 8 races ranging from 800 meters, 1,000 meters, 1,200 meters, 1,400 meters, 1,600 meters, and 2,400 meters. Mareta Kaisara, BTV Sports, Maung.
And now wrapping up the Botswana Tonight sports news with the tennis. Our local tennis player Esimulefe defeated South African player Jaden Summers 6-2, 2-6, 6-1 in the last round of 32 at the ongoing J30 Gaborone ITF World Tennis Tour to advance to round of 16. Tlabolo Muntsusi has the report.
Molefe controlled the match from the onset as he took the first set 6-2. However, Summers capitalized on Molefe's lapse of concentration and took the second set 2-6. Molefe came back rejuvenated in the third and final set and won at 6-1.
First set I played really well, and then second set he was playing really well because now the balls were like not moving because they were like when the balls get older the balls move slower, so he was taking advantage of that. And then third set, when we got new balls, I started playing even better because now it's fast balls and I love playing with fast balls.
The set, I think AC just started playing really well. Started off very well. I think I was a little bit nervous. Second set, I calmed down a little bit. I started playing. The older balls started slowing the game down, which is what I liked. And the third set, AC just played too well. I think the first serve percentage, I missed a lot of first serves. I think that cost me a little bit. And I think that's the main focus.
In ladies' results, Morgan Jordan of South Africa outclassed Botswana's Rethabile Moshewa 6-love.
So definitely we were working on stepping a lot more in, playing a lot more aggressive, and I think that worked really well today. I took all the time away from her, so she didn't have a lot of time to react to the balls, and I think that worked really well, and I will be definitely using that again in the next matches.
It was a tough match. She played really well. I felt like I didn't have any solution against her. She's a really good player, and it was a tough match today in the office.
In other results in men's category, South African Moeketse Mokete beat Katlego in 2-love. Mpole Solo of Lesotho defeated Italian Eduardo Gallo 6-2, 7-5. Guy Vowek of South Africa walloped Okeditse Ramoseu 6-love, 6-1. Chanel Zwanike of Zimbabwe outclassed Bashali Patswane of Botswana by 2-1 of 6-1, 3-6, 6-3. Tlamelo Muntsusi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
That is all that we had for you from Botswana Tonight Sports Desk. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night. Now let me bring it back to Olibile Samoka to give you the headlines of tonight. Olibile.
All right, Joseko, thank you so much for your time. You did a well delivered. Let's meet again next time.
Oh, yes. Right. Let's meet again.
And that is the news. Let's take a reminder of our top stories. Khari III appealed to BOTSWANA to unite during this difficult time after the tragedy of the road accident that has claimed lives of St. Agnes ZCC members. Namibian President Dr. Nangolo Mbumba sent a message of condolence following the tragedy of the road accident. The use of identity cards to cross between Botswana and Namibia in the Mamuno border post gaining momentum. That is all that we had for you this hour. Stay with us. Weather's up next.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Samuel Ramotont. The following are some of the rainfall amounts that were recorded this morning at 8 o'clock. 45 millimeters at Kule Primary School, 24 at Kanahas Primary School, 22 at Hanzi Med Station, 12 at Nojani AI, 10 at Sani Med Station, 8 at Metsimanto Khotla, 5 at Mao Med Station, 4 at Sepopa Primary School, 1 at Bre Border Post, and drops were recorded at Zabo Med Station. Well, the current satellite picture shows clouds which are visible over most areas of the country, and we are still expecting some showers tonight over some areas over the western parts of the country. As for tomorrow, we're expecting clouds to be visible over most areas of the country, with possibility of isolated thunder showers over Ngamiland, Hansi, and Kalahad. In the morning, we're expecting warm temperatures over Hansi, Kalahad, southern, southeast, Khatlinkweni, southern central, and northeast, with minimums ranging from 16 to about 19 degrees Celsius. But over northern central, Shobe and Ngamiland, we're expecting hot temperatures with minimums of 20 to 21 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, mild temperatures are expected at Hansi with the maximums of 25 to 26 degrees Celsius. But over Ngamiland, Kalahad, southern, southeast, Khatlinkweni, southern central, northeast, we're expecting warm temperatures with the maximums ranging from 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. While over northern central and Shobe, we're expecting hot temperatures with maximums of 33 to 34 degrees Celsius. As for Wednesday and Thursday, isolated thunder showers are expected in most areas in southern, southeast, Katling, and Kwenim, with warm afternoon temperatures. On over Hansi and Khagad, still we're expecting isolated thunder showers with mild temperatures on Wednesday, but on Thursday we're expecting warm afternoon temperatures. Over Ngamiland and Chobe, still we're expecting isolated thunder showers on Wednesday and Thursday with hot afternoon temperatures. Over central and northeast, we're expecting partly cloudy on Wednesday, but on Thursday we're expecting isolated thunder showers. Warm temperatures are expected over most areas on Wednesday and Thursday. That's the weather forecast. Have yourself a good night.